And welcome everyone again into another video. And this video we're continuing the Haxorus battles. I feel like again Haxorus has the potential to be a viable Pokemon in the Great League meta because of the accessibility to, because it has counter, it walls all the element Pokemons like every grass, water, fire, plus electric, and it doesn't lose to Noctowl. You actually beat Noctowl if you want to, but you have to commit some shields. This is one of the matchups where like it's actually you don't win. So I think I decided to shield here so I can get another shield and over farm a bit and then throw in CMP if they commit a shield here. I'm fine with it. If they don't, I have another move to debuff whatever in the back. I made a mistake here by throwing Surf. Definitely want to throw Breaking Swipe because you want to farm them down. We went A9, so I changed the team from yesterday. And the team did not feel like the yesterday team. I felt like maybe I don't have the best coverage with that Pokemon. So now we started running into Stunfisk, which is a Pokemon that I haven't seen anyone use recently. So now we're just getting algorithmed. The algorithm is punishing us for running Haxorus. And this game is unwinnable now because G-Fisk has energy lead and my Registeel does not beat it. So EQ after EQ, and plus I was actually using the wrong Registeel. This is my second Registeel, the one I used to use before having the current one, which is a better rank. Now we have a Hypno in the lead. I don't know who wins this matchup. Night Slash would help, but to be fair, it would do super effective, but here Breaking Swipe would nerf their fast move damage. So I committed a shield here. I'm expecting this to be a Thunder Punch, because people always run Thunder Punch, right? I threw on 5, so now the confusion here will be debuffed, and I'm hoping that I live this confusion and get to another one, which we weren't able to, so it wasn't the greatest. Now I'm just gonna farm all the way down. They threw Shadow Ball, it was double debuffed. Now here's another Stunfisk again. Now this is the correct Registeel. They get a Mud Shot through, that means we did not throw in good timing. And now if they bait, we lose. We still have to shield, but it does not KO. Like Focus Blast doesn't KO here. So what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna let them take me out. Hopefully they don't overfarm, and they did overfarm, which means they might be able to get a Rock Slide on my A9. And they are able to get the Rock Slide. I think if I threw on better timing, I would have been able to KO here. But yeah, we weren't lucky. I don't think it was about luck. It was about like throwing better timing. I still blame my phone, to be honest. It's just overheat by a ton whenever I start playing. Laurentis has the new Leafage fast move. It's kind of like a below average fast move. It's like a Bullet Punch clone, so it's not the great. So opponent decided to swap to Nidoqueen. I decided to bait here with Breaking Swipe and fake the Surf. Opponent did not respect that, so now we have to commit twice. Why? Because I don't have an answer to this, and I think someone here, that boy Jay, said I think Registeel is kind of overwhelming with this team because it's not getting its full potential. Registeel shine with Pokemons that are able to grab shields, stuff like Sableye, like Noctowl, because you have enough bulk to force the opponent to always shield your fast moves. So now, okay, why did I shield here? I think my Wincon is farming down. So I thought like, I think I threw this game. I should not be throwing here, by the way. This is the easiest charm all the way down Wincon. So look at this. If I did not throw, they get to the move here. So I have to shield. Okay, we shielded the bait. Nice. And this is a Psychic. So if we did not throw, we would have been able to win. Maybe now it's Simul KO. No, it's not a Simul KO. They lived with 1 HP to win the game. So that game was definitely on me. We played the other person who's playing Haxorus. Let's see. By the way, I could not tap my move here. Let me pause it. I could not tap my move here because look at this. The energy did not show up on time. So I was forced to do another counter, which put me in a horrible situation now. Why? What's that lag? Well, I don't know what this lag is. It's like kind of a frame drop. Once you hit the move, your phone changes the frames, so you won't be able to tap it at the correct situation. And then I insta swap to A9. They swapped at the same time with me. So that's another thing. Like if I swapped Registeel, the game would have been GG. Now I don't need to shield. I can go back to Haxorus and farm all the way down and leave with lots of energy. So now we have lots of energy. Is Haxorus going to be able to beat a team with energy lead? Let's see. I'm expecting them to shield twice. They shielded once. Oh, they didn't shield. That's surprising. And they have a Venusaur. Haxorus, for once, taking down 2 Pokemon so far. Okay, debuffing the 3rd Pokemon and forcing them... No, didn't force them. I needed to live with one... I needed to live one more fast move. They throw a Frenzy here. They need like 4 Frenzies at this point. So I need to throw a Zap Cannon to make them mold harder. So another charge move here, Zap Cannon. And we should be able to lock on down. Opponent top left right before the game is finished. Galvantula. This is actually a good lead because we outspam and we have a much higher attack. But look how much Volt Switch is doing to Haxorus. It's actually doing lots of damage. I will be testing out Haxorus in the Ultra League once the Ultra League drops. Opponent is swapped to Sand Slash. They have Powder Snow, but the thing is, I'm doing double super effective, so I am not gonna swap out. I'm just gonna throw these. I am gonna shield here. You know why? Because I'm about to get to another move, so I'm gonna do 2, or just do 1, bank a move, and then swap and charm down. They have Clefable with the very fast move. So they have Meteor Mash on this, so Meteor Mash can KO 2 Ninetales, not just 1. So this should easy KO. Now we go back to Registeel, and 1 move from Registeel should be able to KO. But here's the thing, you need to undercharge here. Why? So you can leave the matchup with enough health. You don't want to deal with Galvantula. So we try to overfarm and throw in good timing for no reason. Just to prove that we can still throw in good timing. Now I'm just gonna undercharge because this guy is running a toxic team. Galvantula, A-Slash, and Clefable. So I'm gonna undercharge. This is not gonna KO, and then I'm gonna swap and finish the game. When breaking swipe, just to prove that Haxorus can actually do something to the current Great League meta. Screenshot failed. We did not get the correct screenshot. Medi, this is a horrible lead, and I cannot swap out, so I have to stay in. I was throwing on 6 so they don't get a counter through, which is the CMP, but to be fair, you want to debuff as soon as possible. I don't know if the insta debuff the counter, but I think it's not worth it as much. So now I'm just gonna try to catch on Medi, not on Medi, on Reggie. But the thing is, it wasn't a simul swap, so this ended up being a horrible idea. So we're throwing good timing here. We're supposed to die to the next Mud Bomb. That's why you need actually a Shadow Quagsire, because 2 Mud Bombs from Quag can actually KO. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna no shield. We go back to Haxorus, and we throw once the moment we get to the move. There is no point of shielding. So now all we need to do is just charm down this thing all the way down, and hopefully this A9 is gonna be able to sweep their team. They're throwing good timing here. Turns out this is a Stone Edge, and they have Stunfisk. And again, this team is extremely weak to Stunfisk. Moving into the next battle, Haxorus into Vigoroth. How good is this matchup? I should win this matchup. They swap into Alolan Marowak, and I don't have any answer to Alolan Marowak. You guys might be saying that this thing is a dragon, and a dragon beats Alolan Marowak. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. You're correct, 100%. But look, it seems that we need to shield to beat this Alolan Marowak. I should outspam at this point. We get the attack fell. They didn't bait the last one, so I'm like, okay, they baited the last one. I'm like, okay, maybe they will bait again. I need them to bring Vigoroth. They did bring in Vigoroth, so we throw here. So I threw in 3, but somehow it wasn't good timing because they entered 1 turn late. This is something you guys need to be aware of. If the opponent comes in late, I should be shielding here, by the way. If I shield, I can win the game because I cannot fast move them down. And now this is where Registeel sucks, when they can live 1 move and they have a shield, so you need 3 nukes to KO. Meanwhile, they only need 1 fast, 1 charge move to KO because the Dragon Breath is just too oppressive of a fast move. We did not get the debuff, which is kind of sad, not gonna lie. They did not shield here, and now I was counting and I'm like, I need this to be KO through the shield. That's my last win con, because the next lock on will register after the counter. So if it doesn't KO, there is no way of winning the game. Not gonna lie, that was a good play, but it wasn't good enough. As we lead, we should go to Registeel. They swap into Dunsparce. So in this matchup, one Focus Blast does not KO. So what's the play? You have to Zap. They shielded the Zap, and we got the Attack Fell. I think they snuck in a fast move, which is kind of a horrible thing. They throw a Drill Run here, and at this point, all I need to do is just throw Focus Blasts, no more Zaps, and they get a rollout, an entire rollout. That's kind of horrible, not gonna lie. So I cannot swap out, and now if they undercharge, that's gonna be bad. They did undercharge, so now we go Haxorus. We have to shield the Haxorus once at least. So we no shield the first one because they might just swap out. I threw on CMP because I was expecting them to throw on CMP, but they didn't. Then it turns out, then I looked like a fool, to be honest, and they got another fat charge move because of that. So that's like a bad idea. You don't want to do that. Now, what's the win con? I don't think we have one, so we're just gonna rely on A9 sweeping for some reason, which doesn't happen if they have an Azure, right? And they baited us, but they swapped to Altaria. I don't know why they did that. I did 5 fast moves, which is 7.5 seconds, which just one turn behind them getting a Sky Attack. So I farmed as much as I could. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch here. We did get the catch. Okay, just so we can, like, you know, tell those people that we do have the skills. Okay, so if I wasn't winning, that's because I'm playing a very overwhelming Pokemon. And we undercharge here just so we can show them again that we know how to undercharge perfectly. And we charm down. We finished this game. Sorry, my opponent. That was a message to my chat, because they always say I throw games. They don't understand that I throw for content sometimes, Scorpion. Okay, Deoxys defense. It's kind of a bad lead, and you need to insta debuff as soon as possible. So what you need to do here is you shield the Psycho Boost, and you catch the second Psycho Boost. But they did not do that. So what am I doing here? I think I should be throwing this and swapping to Registeel, but I decided to swap to Ninetale, and we tried to call a bait here, which ended up being a bait. But because of that bait, it wasn't a bad idea for them, because they can get a Drill Run as well. And now we farm them all the way down. If they bring in Deoxys defense, I can just throw these moves. They can easily live this and get to another fast charge move. So this might not be the worst idea they could do. They swapped to Walrein. I think my play was actually catching. So now I need to go to Registeel and get a Zap debuff and a catch. Okay, we didn't get the catch. We threw the Zap. If we don't debuff, we don't win. Threw the Zap. No debuff. Last one. We need them to bait. They did not bait, and they deserve to win this game. And that was it the last battle? Is this when I changed the team to Lickitung? No. This matchup, Cradily, you should dominate this matchup, but you need to shield the first move and then throw before they get to the second one. So we try to go for the extra. They Grass Knotted, and the Grass Knot did so much damage. So they swapped in. That's good for me. That's what with Haxorus is good. If they swap in a Pokemon, you can just debuff that Pokemon to the oblivion. So now I'm just gonna go for the catch. We didn't get the catch. But hey, they are double debuffed, which moves Stone Edge, which means Stone Edge is no longer double super effective. And this is a Mud Bomb because they didn't build enough to get to the big move. We farm all the way down. And let's see what they have in the back. They have a Vigoroth, so we just throw these Wither Balls the moment we get them. We don't need to overfarm because we're not planning to shield, right? I don't need to shield this. I'm hoping to get to the next move. I tried to swap, the swap didn't work, and the Pokemon didn't get out for some reason. So now we shield for no reason because of that. And they swapped back to the Cradily. And now if they shield, I'm just gonna stay in and force them to throw. Or catch, like that. Now we farm all the way down. They top left, and we take this game. And that was the last one. Hope you guys enjoyed these Haxorus battles. If you find it entertaining, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. 80% of the viewers are non-subs. So please, if you appreciate the content, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.